Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast with me, Matt. We have a 3v3, actually not a 3v3, a 4v4 for you all here on Launch Assault. The Western Front, we have with a full British team with Wobber Flubber, Commando Section, Hikirung, and Uzbeki-Man, all as the Commonwealth. Fighting off against Maverick as the Waffen-SS with Panzer Tactics, Jamison as Strafdivision for the Wehrmacht, Hakabu as the Waffen-SS, and finally, Hood straight at the gate with Sturm Tactics for the Waffen-SS. This should be very interesting. I don't think we've gotten to see a full team of the British before in a while. Generally you see them mixed in with the United States in bigger games like this, but full-on British Commonwealth. I'll be very excited to see. Oh, excuse me. Very excited to see how this turns out. Royal Sappers already encountering some of these Storm Pioneers down here. I'm not sure the Sappers can win this, but they might because they're British. But I think the Sturmgewehr is now going to start working out in this engagement. Although the Sappers are doing a good job despite everything. And they also have the rifle section coming up behind them soon. One less man in the British unit so long can certainly be felt, but the Sappers are doing a lot of good work actually. I think the Sturm Pioneers, yeah, the Sturm Pioneers have to get out there, especially now that they see the rifle section arrives. So the British are still moving up, getting territory. Remember, the first rifle section you get always has a Bren gun to help them have a little bit more of an edge early on. Because having one less man in your squads can really hurt. So them arriving with an LMG is kind of handy early on. But only for your first squad. Any subsequent squads will not arrive with the Bren, as you see. Oh, looks like we have tank here for Hikirung. We also have the Storm Grenadiers and Storm Pioneers get inside the church there in the town. Meanwhile, the rest of the British force moving up through the rest of the town. British infantry is pretty damn good at what they do, though. So the Storm Grenadiers are gonna have a fight for their money this time. They're not used to fighting enemy infantry that are actually that skilled. Or that efficient. Also, we have some artillery commander down here for the British Commonwealth. Been armed, the rifles needs to pull back. Also need to secure their back line over here. We also have a mechanized commander here for the British. Most of the commanders are slowly starting to come out, still nothing from Uzbeki-Man. But the British have secured a very decent front line at the moment. But Germans still control the center of the town, which gives them more munitions to work with. The rifle section is having to deal with some Hitler youth holding up inside the structure now. More Grenadiers of the Wehrmacht moving up to try and secure a foothold. And we have some rifle sections in the center as well. One guy taking a few shots while a wounded guy is crawling about. Not sure crawling towards the Germans is the wisest move. Looks like we have special operations up here in the northern flank. Fighting against some Ballonians and Storm Pioneers that are dug in. And the British overwhelmed that position. We'll need to see what they can do if they can get closer. We are seeing some Sten guns being upgraded here. But it still needs to get close. Could toss a Mills bomb first, then move. Yeah, they're gonna throw a Mills bomb. But it hits the tree! Oh, that is just bad luck. Hakabu's come for Panzer for the Waffen-SS. We do see some first airborne on the field arriving now. Trying to oversee the front line. You also got the Universal Carrier now arriving for the British. Applying some fire with its Bren gun. That's an MG being set up here for the Germans. British are not going to have a good time holding that position for much longer. The Waffen sections are doing a good job just holding at a distance. Bren gun is doing its best up there. Repair scene on that Universal Carrier. Universal Carrier can repair itself without a combat, I think.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
Biggest machine gun having a firefight here with an MG-34. I think the machine gun, the MG has the upper hand there. Universal Carrier is going to be upgraded into a Wasp soon, so it will have a flamethrower. MP-40 armed Storm Grenadiers are moving towards the church to hold up inside it. And the biggest machine gun arriving here for the British Commonwealth. Universal Carrier on the southern flank with the Vickers K. They give it a lot of potential anti-infantry capabilities. Wasp got damaged by something, Panzerbüchse by the looks of it. It has to pull back for some proper repairs. The biggest machine guns are starting to do their bit. Laying down a lot of suppressive fire. The Germans are moving into the castle to get a few extra supplies to work with. Or not, they're moving to flank, potentially. But the biggest machine guns are doing a lot of work. And all reliable. We have a Jeep around here with a Vickers K on top, unique to special operations. Which is, I believe, airborne, as it was renamed to. Oh, it's not a command team, it's a paratrooper assault squad, never mind. Using some Sten guns there. Instant grenade. Doesn't hit them. And that might actually be enough for the paratroopers to overrun this position. The Valonians cannot stay there for much longer. They did kill 2 of them though. The British need to really upgrade to get more men out for their squads. British assault in the center here though. Universal carrier moving up, about to become a wasp. Germans need to be a little bit careful with all the rifle sections nearby. Rifle sections are pretty damn good, as you can see. Do not underestimate the power of basically British infantry. That's made another opening the British can utilize. We also have Universal carrier with some King's Own Yorkshire Line infantry inside. Unique to mechanized. Looks like the Wasp is gonna be the main attack. And then these guys are gonna get driven up to the front and then flank. Very smart. Wasp is about to be taken out though. Putting into cover. They need to jump the troops out of the Universal carrier here, I think. But that managed to get the Wasp to safety. At least for the moment. But the northern flank is falling into British hands. Our troops are just waiting around and healing up in ambush positions. Well, in case the Germans manage to get back to that position. Never mind everything. And here's the King's Own Yorkshire infantry rifle section. 3 decent light infantry available to the British if you go mechanized. They were pretty well equipped. Southern flank, there's still some fighting going on here. Germans are having a hard time holding up positions against the British infantry. Especially now they're getting an extra man. We have an empty inside that structure though, which will make it hard for the British to move up. Then we're going on the British position in the center. King's Own Yorkshire to pull back. Oh, and a panther strike hits the Universal carrier there.
The Universal carrier has been knocked out.
Not looking good there. The biggest K Jeep has been recruited now by some Royal Sappers by the looks of it. They now in a very quick fire, as you can see. The biggest K fires very fast. They stun a lot of bullets. It's only a Jeep. They clear out the squad though, and now needs to focus on the Valonians. Quickly suppressing them, as you can see. I think it's an infantry killer. The Brits are holding the line so far across the area. So there's a German officer on the field that has to pull back. And southern flank also remains in British hands. They are digging in across from it. Turning this little town into fort headquarters to operate from. Very clearly so. You know, the British Special Operations Force is advancing from the north. You have a British captain now, an airborne captain on the field, who is a 5-man squad. That Jeep is doing a lot of work for the British infantry, actually. Wasp now moving up to try and get some flames into the structures the Germans occupy. It's not looking good for the Germans. They do have their Panzerwerks nearby, keeping an eye on it. Oh, good shot there. But the Universal carrier is still operational. Valonian battle group called in with some MP-34s. MP-34 is a pretty damn decent submachine gun on the move. Might be enough to get some fire in on that Jeep, hopefully. But the Jeep is going to have suppressed them pretty quick. Yeah, they got the gun on the Jeep. That's the opening the Germans were waiting for. And now here comes the captain retinue of the airborne. Ready to apply some more pressure to the front line. Impact going on out. Suppresses the officer, but he's still able to try and call in. He decides to retreat before calling in the attack, though. That's unfortunate. Mortar pits up here in the center with some mortar half-tracks as well. Mechanized go heavy in on the mechanized part of them, evidently, with mobile artillery. You know, the artillery division is trying to advance on here. Well, artillery regiment, I think it's called for the Brits. Some good shots there, and the Storm Pioneers forcing them back. Also an airdrop. Looks like the British are airdrop against some paratroopers. One died in the drop. Wasp moving up again. Needs to be careful though. Humans might have anti-tank equipment somewhere. Do have a Panzer over there. We're trying to move up to get a shot in with their anti-tank rifle. Good shot there. But they might actually die for that. Another good shot. Panzer does get out. Perhaps upgrading to a Panzer strike might be the better call against the Universal Carriers. Seem to be surviving the Panzer fairly well. Have a Valentine tank in the center here for the British Commonwealth. Which the Panzer cannot pierce, I'm pretty confident. I think it might be too armored for them. Bring high explosive round. Misses. And the southern flank we just have a standoff. There are some more exchanges happening. Oh, that's a Panzer strike though. Hits. Almost destroys the Valentine. It has to pull back. Germans are still having issues moving up through the town. Eve is still doing a pretty damn good job after it's been fully remanned again. It's actually veterans to 3G at the moment. It could actually be upgraded with expert gunnery, which makes it even more lethal. Oh, we have some paratroopers waiting. Opening fire a little bit too early, I think. And those Storm Grenadiers are assaulting pretty damn well. Is that a gammon bomb? Oh, that's just a Mills bomb. Oh, those good shots with those Sten guns, though. I don't think he's going to be able to take them out. Nope. Let's move down up there. He wasn't turned the right way immediately. Panzer 4F1s is trying to assault the British positions. But there's a Valentine at the flag, and they do have anti-tank grenades. Anti-infantry grenades being used here. Oh, getting a lot of damage done. Valentine tank and Panzer 4F1 gets taken out at the same time, though. You know, the Brits still having a big firefight down here. After this is still dug in on the other side of them. Some mortar shells are being poured in from both sides. Northern flank is in German hands again. But there's a Valentine tank that's alright for the British airborne forces. Also, automatic fire is being exchanged. Panzerbüchse is going to try to do his best here, but I don't think a Panzerbüchse is going to do much. But there is a Panzer strike about to be upgraded though, which can certainly do work on the Valentine. He began to suppresses the Valonians out in the open, and even pins them down. It's very efficient on that. Panzer upgraded there. But the tank might be too far. No, never mind. They just had to orient themselves. British are doing assault here for the center with smoke barrage going in. Which allows the British to move a little bit up. And throwing in another Mills bomb. Oh, that was actually an instant smoke grenade, potentially. No, they didn't actually use an ability at all, so... The Brits are advancing, or at least attempting to. German officers are trying to call in some kind of artillery strike. And he's getting very close to the British rifle section. That's the rifle section's advantage this time. Now the biggest machine gun being rolled up here for the British. And also the King's Own Yorkshire being replenished. They can probably get into action soon. Lots of mortaring going on down here. It's a very narrow area. You can't really do much maneuvering on this southern flank. The Brits are just having a very long firefight and artillery exchange. Lots of Hitler for being positioned up there. And lots of mortar around still. We have a Cromwell Mark 5 running here for the British. Well, Mark 5 is the premier medium tank of the British Commonwealth. Very very fast. And also fairly well armored, so you should not underestimate it as the Germans. Honestly, just a pretty good tank. The British overall are just a very potent faction if equipped correctly. Oh, good shot there from the pack though. Cromwell has to back off it. As you can see, the Cromwell has really damn good reverse speeds. You can also go into overdrive, flanking speed, where it will just make it move really fast. The Cromwell actually had such fast speeds that I think the suspension could break. So they actually had installed a speed limiter, but crews in the fields could just remove the speed limiter if they wanted to go really fast. But there was a really high chance you would break the suspension if you did that, because it just couldn't handle the tank and it moved at that fast speed. Oh, we have some SAS on the field. Special Air Service. Ooh, I like to see that. Don't get to see the SAS that much. These are all ace infantry, or ace tier infantry. These guys are nuts at their job, but you need to use them correctly. They are commandos after all. They're not exactly supposed to be frontline fighters. If you can get them in a good position behind the flank though, they can get a lot of work done. So the airborne and drive sections preparing to move though. SAS is probably going to be in a supporting role. And the firefights continue across the town. Meloni's trying to get around here. Enough Brits to cover the flank. There's only the captain here trying to do his best. And the Brits need to make a move somewhere else. We do see the Cromwell ready to move up here again. It's had to move back for repairs evidently. They're gonna spot the Melonians, and they're gonna prevent that assault. Or well, prevent them from getting that position. The Melonians do not want to fight a tank. That's for certain. You also see a tank coming down here. It's gonna be a Firefly for the Royal Artillery. Not sure how good a Firefly is gonna be against an enemy that's not really using a lot of armor. Germans are just having a little bit of a prolonged attrition fight down there. Oh, good Gebadeladung. Almost killing an infantry section right there. Valonians gonna get a shock to try to get around that corner. Great being tossed here by the Valonians. Gebadeladung. Misses though. Let's allow the Valonians, not the Valonians, the Cromwell start advancing. Got sights on the command tank. It's only a command F1, so I don't think it can actually fight the Cromwell. But there's a Panzer inside the structure. Good shot, hits the Cromwell though. I don't think that was up the Panzer. I think that was actually the command Panzer. Very lucky. Brits having a firefight with the Germans who have entrenched themselves. And down here the stalemate continues, so just bombing each other. And shooting at each other from across the open area. Well, I think the British should have the upper hand in this kind of scenario. Cromwell in the hunt. Let's go for that Panzer IV command tank. Artillery goes in. But Cromwell decides against it. He needs to pull back for repairs. We do have a Centaur surviving. But this AA has the twin piston Agaga, I think. This thing is very good at clearing out German air forces and obviously infantry, if used correctly. Rapid firing in the autocannon, or well, flak cannon. You can see here, let's get some shots in. I'll see how good it is in an urban environment though. Whatever they think suits their purpose as well. They're going into the British positions up north. Just some basic artillery. Nothing much to worry about. Oh, they're using the strafe ability. Just makes it shoot like an area you pick. You see, they did a lot of damage to those structures. Almost set them ablaze, actually. It doesn't seem the most efficient at clearing out enemies from structures, by the looks of it. Obviously, it's not its intended purpose after all. Oh, Panzer kits. Through cabin fire. Panzer is just training about. They decide to pull back after throwing a Gebaldeladung. Actually, that was an incendiary grenade, not a Gebaldeladung, my bad. Like it is down there. I need to get some something to drink here quick. Good thing I have here on my table. Let me just open this bottle and pour it into my glass. Very nice. Let's see, can you hear this? I'm not sure you can hear the sparkling thing from it. Oh well, let me just close this bottle here. Remember to stay hydrated, folks. I certainly need to after a day of work and then doing this. Oh, looks like the airborne and the SS got pushed back. Oh, that's not good. It is hard to attack an entrenched position like that. Especially when they have a command tank as well supporting them. Oh, that's a British armored force now assaulting. Valentine, Cromwell Mark 5 and the Centaur as well. The Germans moving up behind. That's a quickly moving to that structure. The battle ladder being tossed. Oh, Panzer fails to penetrate the Cromwell. They've been calling on the British positions. Oh, it's an enabler for strikes actually. There's some pretty big rockets coming in. Good thing the British tanks moved. Fallen here by the command tank, I think. So the Germans trying to make an assault from the castle here. The penal troopers and some focus grenadiers. Or some Panzergrenadiers to try and flush the British out down here. So a big push all around here from the Germans. The penal troopers are trying to push up, but they get suppressed by the machine gun down here. And an awful flank, the British armors going to make another move. Oh, driver injured on the Panzer IV command tank, and it's down. Oh, Cromwell is designated as a command tank, which is that little icon there. Unique upgrade if you're playing as tank. I think you can designate a vehicle to be your command vehicle. So all the vehicles should fight better being near this thing. You also have a Cromwell Mark IV here to assault with. And this might actually be a good choice for assaulting. You have a Panther tank coming up for the Germans. Good choice. Need something quicker to try and deal with this advancing Cromwell. Panther demands to take out a... well, there might actually have been a pack. And take out the Valentine. Crew cabin fire inside the Cromwell. Need to clear out that pack. Panther gets another shot in. Smoke being popped there. They need to get that Churchill back. Then Corb on it. They will be able to get that Churchill back for repairs. A Panther is now arriving on the battlefield for the Germans, which can somewhat counteract the Churchill fairly well. The Churchill, while it's very heavily armored, does not have the best of guns. And if you know me, I would tend to tell you that the Panther has more frontal armor than the Tiger, and that is exactly what it does. It means the Churchill will have a very hard time dealing with the frontal armor plating of a Panther. Oh, they're trying to destroy the structure, probably realizing the Germans are using it a little bit too much.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
We have the Sherman Mark 5 now arriving. And some more Royal Sappers. Oh, my eyes are so tired this time of day. Probably because I just got home from work. If you're wondering, yeah, I'm recording this just after I get home from work. So... that's something. Must be also in for a long match here, potentially. Oh, big shot there from the Panther. Doing a good bit of damage. No German assault going out here. Panther strike and some stormtroopers, as well as an officer. And some kind of artillery strike. Just basic artillery by the looks of it, not widespread.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
British artillery in return. Did some good damage right there. Also the Germans back. Second Panther is being prepared. The Germans know what they're doing. They don't need to invest in something like the Panthers rather than the Tigers. The Tigers are sometimes a little bit too much of a costly investment.
An emplacement is being attacked.
We assault here from the Panzergrenadiers. Going to take out that mortar pit and succeed. But immediately have to pull back into the castle and get out of there. Oh, that's a very bad retreat path. That's a very bad retreat path. And Maverick realizes, yep. Ah, because they're trying to retreat down here. Oh, that sucks. That's the kind of situation where disabling and then retreating back here might have been better. You can see some Comet tanks coming up for the British now. And the British armor continues to advance up here. Churchill leading the way, but that pack is doing a lot of good work.
Quite dead.
It's been easier for the British to advance.
Battery is ready for deployment.
I do like they keep a Cromwell around as a command tank. To show the Churchill fights better. You always want to have your command vehicle near the rest of the vehicles after all.
Comet tank ready to go.
Oh, we have a push it from the Germans. The Panthers can stun that immediately, and also the Panthers Rex inside the structures, obviously. Artillery being called in here on the German positions. Probably by this airborne captain. Just basic mortars, though. It's not going to be too efficient. Oh, big assault here in the center from the Germans, but looks like it might potentially fail. They did get a lot of good damage in though, and managed to push a little bit up. That means the British are going to have to try and tighten their defenses here. Because the Germans could make a breakthrough here if they just keep trying. Get some more units for it. And there are some Fireflies remaining back here. Panthers on the move. Trying to advance up. Churchill is in trouble here. You have the Comet though to try and help. Comet has a pretty high penetration chance against even the Panthers. German gets taken out there by artillery. Command, Cromwell gets taken out. Cromwell's moving a little bit too far up. Let's be very careful here. Oh boy. Fireflies flying around here for the British Commonwealth. Probably because they need to focus more on getting rid of those Panthers. Because those two Panthers working together can be a very big problem in the long run. The SAS is still trying to do some work. Not sure how efficient they are, but they're certainly trying their best. They are definitely very expensive though. SAS are very expensive infantry. Oh, double Panther tap, but only one penetrated. Good shot there from the Comet. Has a very high penetration chance with its cannon, as you can see there. Doesn't do as much damage, but it's using the specific shells for it, but it does penetrate a lot easier. The British and the Germans still having a fight down here in the center. The castle remains in German hands. Hanscom is still moving about it. Trying to get on the flanks down here. But there's a universal carry just covering the area. It's going to make that approach basically impossible for the infantry. Oh, Panzerschreck. Oh, Panzerfaust, never mind. Too much to break out. They did take some losses though. But in the future, that universal carry won't be there. But that might be the opening they were looking for, who knows? The Germans still not doing much with armor on the southern flank. What are they planning? There's a second Comet coming up, but it got hit by something. Looks like artillery of some kind. One of them did go Sturm, didn't they? Yeah, so there's probably a howitzer somewhere. Yep, we have German howitzers being set up. That'll do it. Now, if you excuse me a moment, though, you won't notice much. My apologies, nature called. And when nature calls, it's actually healthiest to answer. But we're right back. Oh, we have some more King's Own Yorkshire moving through a universal carrier. We also have a Royal Howitzer in return. A very big one, a 5.5 inch. Shattering the defenses of the Mthis down here. That's the problem when you're fighting the British artillery. They can just shell you to pieces if you remain too static. Maybe we're first going in on the central front of the British forces. The Germans may have much to push with behind us, do they? So the Panthers trying to push up here into town, but against the British armor. Churchill's doing his best to hold up, but Churchill cannot hold up that well against the Panthers' frontal guns. Or well, main guns. Comet's doing his best though, but it's pushing out a little bit too far. Pulling back with some flanking speeds, they need repairs quick. Needs to get that Churchill and Comet operational again. Get more artillery coming in for the Germans though. They want to deny the Allies any chance of reprieve. And more howitzer shells also coming in. More British troops are moving into the town. What's that weapon they're using there? It's a BAR. Okay, they have an American BAR with them. I guess that makes sense. The SAS used a lot of varied equipment. Imagine the BAR might have been fairly popular. There's room for the center here. Smoke covering them, or at least somewhat. Somewhat covering them. Another Comet arrived here for the British Commonwealth. This will certainly help them a little bit in these fights. Target tank arriving on the southern flank to help the British, not the British, to help the Germans hold against the Brits. Panthers are advancing. Those are 3 Panthers. Being lost on one Comet. One Comet going around the flank. Entering the gun on one Panther. Turret jam the one Panther there. Over penetration on the Comet, forcing it back. It has lost its gun. But it's quickly going to try and repair everything they can back here. Tiger Tank and Hitler Youth with Panzer Grenadiers trying to advance. But it's not lacking in AT equipment, just the one Firefly down here. I don't think it would be enough unless they're very fortunate. The Tiger decides to pull back. Artillery goes in here for the British Commonwealth. But he's also trying to advance up here again. Centaur and Churchill are trying to apply pressure. Churchill's certainly trying to do his best here. Has got all its upgrades. That's a lot of firepower in one vehicle. But the town is slowly just suffering for it. Oh! Right position gone.
Enemy got one of our squads.
Third Comet also coming out. We might see a lot of Comets soon. That would certainly give the British some kind of armored advantage. I'll say that. Panthers ready for action? No. Churchill cannot take on Panthers. Indeed, ammo got cooked there. That Churchill's been cleared out. But it's also some losses across the front line here. Third Comet almost on the field. Brits need to do something about this. Germans are slowly advancing to the Panthers on the move. But it's also keeping a Red K team in the area. Which from the Comet managed to jam one turret on one Panther. And the Comet on the flank moves up. Oh, they just need to target on one at a time. Truck has been popped up. Comets do have to be careful. One Panther gets cleared out.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Comets pulling back for repairs. Looks like more British paratroopers are moving about. Oh, well, some mines have been laid though. There's one quick on that evidently. And that, if I am not mistaken, was a Storm Tiger. So now the British really are on the timer. Because that Storm Tiger can just slowly thin them out bit by bit. Of course, looks like the British artillery suffer in taking out all the German artillery. But that Storm Tiger is still going to be very useful. That's two very big houses here for the British Commonwealth. They remain with their infantry down here. Germans are afraid to move up their Tiger tank. Probably afraid it'll be targeted by something. Oh, we have some Sicherungstruppen. A unique call-in squad available to, well, not call-in, well, technically it is call-in, it's like a battle group available to Strafdivision. Don't get to see them too often. There's one Comet, it's version 4 already, and we have another Comet coming out. But it's might need to consider getting us another command tank, so these Comets can operate even better. Time to advance a little bit. Need to be careful. Got a good shot there on the command head, not command head, it's the Flam headset. The Panthers are advancing. Oh, so far the shells are failing to penetrate. A good showing now for the Comets. Firefly is on the flank to support though. And these are very big guns. I don't think the Germans are used to fighting guns this big unless they're on the eastern front. But so far the armor's holding up. That frontal Panther armor really does help. Oh, Panzer Force also trying to do its job here. Oh, the actually clears out one of the Comets. So good and Panzer 4. Like it's taken out on the flank by the Firefly, I think. Yep. Another Comet arrives. Ooh, and that's artillery strikes going in. It's very light artillery though, so the British are very lucky so far. Here's also quickly trying to scavenge the regular Panther to get some resources back. Good to see. Comet has been recruited, but the engine is still kind of busted. I would say it's quite busted. It's literally on fire. Not good. Oh, and then artillery strike hits straight on it. There's also 17 pounder up there. Tiger tank another Tiger tank arrives now to support the northern flank. The second Tiger is also being prepared for the southern flank. The Germans are just going to invest in the Tiger tanks, but as I've said before, the Tiger tank's frontal armor is not as good as the Panthers. So against the kind of guns they're fighting against, I don't think it's as viable as people think. Well, now the British houses are hitting amongst the German mortars. They have to pull them back quick. Tiger tank and Panzer is advancing. Small easy gun needs to quickly sit up. More skills to captain there, or lieutenant. Comets on the move. That's triple Comets. That's a lot of firepower. And with very high chance to penetrate the German tank's frontal armor too. Hanswick is looking at them though. All fails to penetrate. The Tiger tank is now arriving. Comet so far missing. There we go, another shot there on the Tiger tank. Ooh, that might be bad for the Comets though. Good shot still on the Tiger tank. Oh damn, why am I getting so snotty all of a sudden? Not a good sign for me. Ooh, Comet takes some shots there. Hampers move up slowly. Basically, the Comet's just trying to do a fighting withdrawal at the moment now. You also have a ship Mark 5 here now with a bulldozer blade for the special operations. That's like a shotgun destroyed there by some artillery. Will certainly affect the British idea of how to keep their vehicles repaired up there. At least until they can get a replacement truck. Also British captain on the field here. And another Firefly for the southern flank. Germans are quickly advancing now, trying to secure the southern point. And so far they are succeeding. Double Tiger tanks are advancing. There's a lack of anti-tank down here. There's a Firefly and a single AT gun. Good shot from the Firefly, they're doing a little bit of damage. AT gun about to be cleared. Like the bounce damage or deflection damage there on the Firefly on a heavily armored thing is very noticeable because of how high caliber it is. The Tiger tanks might have to decide to pull back. Ooh, unless you can penetrate like that. Maybe up on the northern flank, I think the Panthers and Tigers also advancing. Comets are trying to deal with them. One Comet gets taken out. But Germans lacking infantry. There's also Sturmtiger moving up behind. But Germans are most certainly going to be ready for something. But they need more infantry support. There's a lot of Alonians though. Just waiting around, they can be relocated. They would chance it up on the graveyard point, I think. Oh, Panzer IV advancing, but gets shot to pieces by the Comets and Fireflies. Yeah, I don't think the Germans won that fight. Artillery has been called in. From a Cap or Hauptmann or Hauptsturmführer. Oh, Sturmtiger also fires. Oh, but only kills one squad, so that was actually a pretty good thing for the British forces. We do have a Stupa in the center. A Sturmpanzer. And some more rockets are coming in. A Nebelwerfer. We also have a command pad for the field for the Germans now. But the Comets are getting some good shots in. Damn, that's a lot of good shots. Do not underestimate the Comets. Fire some pretty damn good cannons. That might be the end of that command panther. Yep, ammo racked. Tiger tank is slowly killing him out though. The 8mm of the Tiger tank is really damn powerful. More Comets coming out for the Brits. They're just going full on Comet at the moment. Not a bad thing, but they also need some infantry shot, I reckon. Just to help hold the ground, but unless they are completely behind their allies for that. How's the source now hitting among the German positions up there? Force them off. The artillery just keeps landing around too. Damn. Fireflies are moving around somewhere else, probably trying to figure out what they want to push or hold the defense off. This is kind of why I like victory point games, because it seems like we don't really know where people are trying to push that well, where the fighting is going to be around. Which is exciting in its own way, but I do prefer victory points too, also because the games are just generally shorter. There's a trying to dig in, but I don't feel it'll last forever, depending on how hard the British are sending stuff towards it or bombing it. Incendiary mortar barrages hit straight on the British positions. They're gonna burn to hell. Very damn quick, as you can see. Actually losing a squad to it. That's painful. Looking probably in the center. An airdrop of some kind. Probably back in the British base. Yeah, looks like it was just fuel supplies. All allied tank themed officers. All tank themed commanders can do that. Both Soviets, Americans, and the British. Gives them a good bit of utility in that aspect. Oh, rockets being used here from the Firefly. Only one penetrated though. Fire. Stupa has some pretty damn good frontal armor. As to be expected. Paratroopers on the move. I think that's the captain. He's calling in an artillery strike of some kind. What? He's calling in the Royal Air Force to finally do something. Have the Germans prepared in the AA? Probably not nearly enough. See the recon run coming in. And here they come. They are flying over the German base, which has AA. And gets shut down. They're not the most efficient. Armor pushed north, flanked by the Germans. Double pan for double Panzer IV and the Tiger Ace. Not Tiger Ace, just Tiger. Although it's more or less a Tiger Ace with these with this veterancy. Oh, big shell slows down the Tiger for a bit. But there's very little to stop the Germans. But while this is happening, the Comets push for the center. Doing great damage to the German front line. But they might need to turn around to face with the flanking maneuver. Because these vehicles are just moving about, but it's it. They have to take some damage. The Comets are just starting about. Trying to target down the Stupa first. Oh, direct hit there from the Stupa. Very risky, but it paid off. So they get destroyed afterwards.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
Oh, not looking good for this Comet here. But it's getting support now. Manpanzer focus cleared out. High tank is taking some damage trying to get around here. Damn, it's not looking good all here of a sudden. But German tanks are also suffering some heavy damage up here. And they will not be easy to repair. The Comets are starting to be dying out now. I think it was the last Comet actually. It was a brave attempt for the Commonwealth. While this is going on, the Germans also pushing through here with more Tiger tanks. Ooh, one flight gets taken out by the 88. Out of control. Main gun lost on one Tiger. The machine guns are still active. Turbo's grenade, I think. Oh, the British were trying to get something off. But it's not enough. Oh, artillery hit destroys one of the Tiger tanks. You also have to pull their armor back for repairs. That game for though, they just have one unit of stormtroopers on the field. As for J on the move there, just cutting through his defenses of someone's home. Firefly is a little bit too far up here. So is that Panzer IV, completely out of position. Not sure what that attempt there was. Germans are just losing a lot of vehicles doing that. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. At the very least, in my opinion. Need to get some more of this to drink, actually. Let me grab my sparkling water this time. I feel like the caffeine is not really kicking in for the normal stuff. Something's just hard for my... Oh, well, to wet my throat is probably a good idea. Ah, that's nice. That's real nice. So much artillery, though. So much artillery. And another airdrop for the British Commonwealth for more fuel, I think. 7 point remains in British hands somehow. I'm still not sure how, but they managed it. Double Comet on the move. Also, water haptics are nearby. Also, the Coldstream Guard in the field. Another unique squad to be able to, which is mechanized. Equipped entirely like Americans, so they're not actually equipped with the Enfields as their primary weapon. I think they're equipped with M1 Garands, which means they have semi-automatic fire. Very, very damn powerful. A very good squad to work with. So much firepower. That's a little better. There's the German armor scattered up here. Comet's going in for a flanking shot. Oh, good shot in that Tiger. But there's too many Panthers. One Comet gets cleared out. And I got another good shot down the Panther. The Germans need to be careful still. They could lose the armor advantage very suddenly because of Comets. Sometimes a single Comet can do a lot of work if you can get it in the right position. And be well supported. But the fighting so far continues. Ooh, Comet has to pull back for repairs. But it's still trying, it's attempting fate. It's a very risky thing to do. Do the firefighter flank to support them. One Panther is cleared out. Completely out of control. But another Panther's trying to get up around the flank. Now the Coldstream Guards advancing, being equipped with automatic weapons. They're moving fairly rapidly here to try and get ground. I'm not sure what their aim goal is because the Valonians are still stuck in and down here. Doing Gewehr's opening fire. Grenades are being tossed in by the Coldstream. And looks like the Panzer IV is now arriving. That's a big fight commences here. Fireflies on the move here for the British forces. Sturmtiger got baited out. But German tanks are fairly close to the Fireflies. Fireflies are not really intent to fighting up close. Yeah, the Fireflies are suffering heavy losses here. But Germans will also suffer some Panzer IVs here, I'm pretty confident. Panther quickly rushes up to try and hold the front line. His Coldstream Guard has been a very good screening force though. Ooh, another good shot there on the Cromwell. Another good one. This Comet is on the flank doing amazing work. Oh, this is going to Germans match pushed through down here by the farm. But the tanks keep advancing. Oh, that's a little bit too close there for the Comet, I think. Not being popped. So much armor here for the British forces. Oh, and rocket from the Firefly destroys the Tiger. Oh, the German Panzer forces are almost completely crippled. Sturmtiger's now down. The British are just pushing through their armored forces. Suddenly the British armored forces are proving too much. The Germans cannot hold this at bay. They might need to relocate these Tigers up quickly, and they need the Tigers up being all to relocate. They know they can't stay down any longer. They need to go up and protect the base. Panther cleared out. These Comets are doing amazing work. Handtakers are trying to get up behind the Comets. Misses. The 3.7 flag is also doing a good amount of work on the side of this thing. If you see another Panzer IV arriving. But of course, just driving through, trying to cause damage. While the rest of the British forces are coming up behind to secure ground. But the Comets have overextended, they're being cleared out. Trying to deny that Comet quick. Oh, go to crew dazed. But actually, Amarak does happen. Or cook off rather. And the last Comet gets finally cleared out. But it's allowed the British to secure a lot of ground. And cripple the Waffen-SS's defense forces. Because the Waffen-SS depend on their HQs to get their better units, and they've just been built outside the base, apart from one player who's kept them inside. Tiger Tank quickly advances up, and Command Panther as well. German High Command really wants to keep this place. Even though they've suffered heavy panzer losses already. So many big explosions here. Memphis are trying to do their best still. Oh! Rocket from the Firefly almost did some good damage there. The Tiger keeps advancing. Oh, the Tiger remains close behind. There's just so many Fireflies. But the Firefly just only take one round from the 88 to kill. If you penetrate anyway, it will basically kill them. The 88 is a very potent gun. And then Panzer 6 another one. Lots of destroyed arm on this one. Honestly, a lot more than I expected.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle. You now have a new Comet tank.
But so far, the British and Germans are both holding. It's a lot of back and forth up here so far. Oh, my throat. I better not be getting sick. Oh, we have some Canadians in the field, unique to Royal Artillery. And there's been some sickness that's been rolling around recently, and if I'm getting that, that's gonna be so annoying. Because I'm feeling very drowsy for some reason. A lot more than usual. More British forces trying to advance here. My Panzer IV is ready to stop them. Got a good shot there. That's the is that the captain? Yeah, that's the captain from the 1st Airborne. And he's still taking some damage down here, being suppressed. But who's gonna make the next move, I wonder? I feel the Germans would want to try and get some territory back. It's not that easy for them to do. The Lawrence are trying to advance here. They do have another Sturmtiger already. Also Stukas and Fuß by the looks of it. That's going to be a front guard running down here just in case the British try anything. Tiger tanks have been repaired and probably ready for action soon. You're about to reach the hour mark on this one. Which means it's been a really long battle, by the way. Sturmtiger opens fire. Not sure what it's aiming at. They decide to cancel it. Which does give it a cooldown again, in case you're wondering. You cannot cancel and reorient anymore. At least not as quickly. It feels a good change. And he's trying to move up to try and deal with the airborne. But the British airborne are pretty damn good at high quality infantry. Mthis is opening up though. Not doing too much. Had times for the Germans, room for the sender. He needs to just quickly shore up this front line. Might even need to push through somewhere if they can manage, but that might be the difficult part. I don't think they can manage it at the moment. See another Comet here. Northern flank. Fighting against the Panzer IV. Panzer IV is losing that battle. But Loader is injured on the Comet, but it does take out the Panzer IV. Other Comet go for the center here to try and counteract the Tigers. Well, he serves as a turret. Not easy though when it's that close. That's a big shot. Poke being popped. As more Shermans are arriving. Lots of action in this one. But the fight starts to be very drawn out. Very drawn out fight. They was trying to push up slowly with the Tigers. But there is another Firefly in the center. There's actually 2 Fireflies, 3 Fireflies. There's a lot of big guns. Ooh. Doing some good damage there to the Tigers. They have to pull back. When they manage to get an anti-tank grenade off, and that one doing some decent damage. But not enough to really critically destroy it. Oh, mobility loss! The Tiger's about to be stuck in the mud. There we go, it's stuck. And gets taken out.
We have lost contact with a heavy tank.
Up here we have just tons of Valonians. This is just going in full Valonian mode to try and get some infantry out in the field here. The Brits have Shermans here, so I think they can hold. Tigers been recruited though. Good choice there from the Germans. That'll certainly help them in that engagement. Good high explosive though. Germans were a little bit too bunched up. Making them an easy target. Comet's going through the center again. Here with full max speed. That means the Storm Tiger could be in big trouble. Also the Fireflies moving up. I don't... That was a close range shot. Didn't really see the explosion though. Tiger tank gets cleared out. It's not looking good for the Germans now. I think the British might have this. Either one being loaded. If I can split up before I can fire. The Comets are doing a really good job here. Now the Storm Tiger is too far lost. You're not going to be able to save it. There we go, cleared out. No, the British tanks also fighting still against the Valonians. I feel as though the Germans can't really do much more at this point, but they're still gonna try by the looks of it. Excuse me. The Cromwell's just applying so much pressure. Not Cromwell's, Comets. Oh, it's been ages since I've seen British tanks. I'm such an idiot. But yeah, Comets, not Cromwell's. Vehicles keep advancing. And it's just really just static down here. Front has not really moved much. And they're also down taking out the howitzers. I get a feeling the British might have won this at this point. What can the Germans even do? They are getting some more Tigers out. They're swapping from Panthers to Tigers, but I feel as if the Panthers would be the better choice here. At least against the Comets. Honestly, it's just hard to fight the Comets, really, if they got the upper hand. That high penetration chance from the HVAP shields can certainly do a lot of work. Well, here comes another target tank. Let's see if it'll help them. That's the part I'm starting to doubt. Little doubt British attempt for the castle by the looks of it. Ooh, Stukas Mthis on the Comets. Not really doing enough to stop them in their tracks though. Still did some pretty high damage. They also have the Fireflies just advancing down there. Oh, we finally had the British going for the castle. Bringing a single lieutenant up there with his squad. Fighter tank advances out again. So needs to be very careful here. Takes that one Firefly. The Firefly is vulnerable to the 88 after all. I think Comet can generally survive one shot. If it penetrates, of course. Those are triple Comets, though. Need to get them repaired. Maybe have another Tiger and another Storm Seeker. All the heavy stuff is just being called in here. I don't think the Germans can keep this up. They've suffered a lot of units. But they still seem fairly healthy resource-wise for the most part. So I don't think it's looking good here for the Germans. Ooh. This is a very tiring one for me, I'm sorry. It's been a very good match though, I'll say that. I just don't think the Germans can keep on with this pressure anymore. Them and their Babylonian troops. Titan moves up to try and deal with all these Shermans up here. He'll be able to take them out one by one if he can get good shots off. Like that. But Firefly managed to get a good shot in. The Titan is very vulnerable. We're popping in, it falls back for repairs. And the Valonians trying to make their luck. But there's some minefields. The British were smart and fought ahead. Well, Instant Grenade kills the MG team though. That kind of sucked for the Brits. Comet's on the move for the center again. That Storm Seeker's in trouble. Hang on, lost on one Comet. Storm Seeker out of control again. And yeah, at this point, the Germans surrender. Nice long match. Very long match. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.